after 3 years of hard work, a dream of mine came finally true. I saved enough money to buy a boat, and what has proven to be more difficult, I managed to convince my wife that buying a boat is an excellent idea. It's all done now. I'm heading to Sweden, where I bought the boat a couple of months ago, and I have exactly 1 week to get it ready for an extended summer family adventure. Good morning. I just spent my first night on the boat. It wasn't a good night because I was cold. The thing is, I ordered some bedding, but I ordered it to the harbour office and it's only open tomorrow. But it's fine now, the sun is out. And I'm gonna make my first ever coffee on board. Okay, now before I get a lot of hate from all the Italians out there, I know that this is by no way an espresso. It's actually 10 espresso or something for an Italian. But that's how I like my coffee in the morning. If I would want to have an espresso, I would just put more coffee into the coffee machine, press it down firmly, and then make a short and stronger one. Cheers. Now, the real reason for me to be here a week early is to get the boat ready. I promised Anna, after 5 years of living in a chateau, living in a building site, this boat is not going to be a project boat. When she comes, it has to be clean, it has to be ready to go, and all the major jobs should be done. I know boats are always a project and there's always something to do, but she doesn't necessarily need to know that. I really want it to be perfect. I want Anna and the kids to be super happy when they come here with a big smile on their face. I do have a slight problem though, and that's this room. That's going to be my and Anna's room, but right now it's full of old sails. So I need to find a way to maybe ship them to France. Even if it costs like $50, $100, it's probably worth it because you never know what you can do with old sails. So the cabin is cleaner now, and I also discovered, look underneath here, massive amount of storage. Well, that's good, so I don't have to ship the old sails somewhere. I can just put them all in here. I need to show you this. Look how much storage we have here, here. There's even an access point here. 2 cupboards, one here. This is gonna be Anna's cupboard for sure. And then you open up here. That's a lot of storage for a 39-foot boat. There's another storage up there. For years I always bought the biggest possible machines for the chateau, so they are up for the task, and now I need to learn to buy small things, space-saving things. Honestly, there's not a lot to do. The boat is super clean. So if you see this, Johan, thank you so much for keeping your boat in such a good shape and handing it over to me so clean. Even though it doesn't feel like it's necessary to clean this boat, by doing so, I feel I start making it ours, and it feels good. And once I've unpacked here, I get more space in the rooms here, and I can continue working on these rooms. I always thought, once I have the boat, I will be happy and I don't need anything else. But right now, I really miss my family. I miss the kids, I miss Anna. I can't wait for them to come. I'm not doing this just for myself. It's a family adventure. It is Monday. Just spent my second night in the marina. The good thing is today is day of deliveries because it's Monday, so I was able to pick up my duvets, so I will not have a cold night anymore. And I'm very excited because these come from Italy, from an old and very good school friend of mine, Marius, and he has a company called Down and Stepp. They make these wonderful down duvets and other duvets, and that's the brand. If you ever need down, nice down, quality down from Italy, check them out. We had them in our guest house as well. On a more exciting note, I received a life raft. These very expensive pieces of equipment that you hope never to use, but you still want them to be good ones. So here it is, and I have to install it. And I have to make a decision whether I install it here or here, or here, or here somewhere. Exciting moment. When I purchased the boat, it came without sails. They were just too old, so I knew I would need to buy new sails. And I ordered them, and they are made now, and the sailmaker just arrived, and he's putting new sails on. Here they are, look at them. So the sails are up, but not only that, I also moved the boat to its new place. And it's a wonderful guest berth where I can stay for the week, waiting for Anna to come. Next to me, it's a beautiful Arcona 46, which is a giant boat, all made in carbon. I think it's worth a fortune, very beautiful. And now look at this beautiful brand new anchor. Can you see that? Even if you're not a sailor, you have to admit there's this anchor, and that's a Spade. It's a French brand, and they made us a fantastic price for this anchor. I researched, and it seems to be one of the best, if not the best anchors out there. As a matter of fact, when we were back in France, I think I take it off, bring it to the chateau. Girls will love it. Good morning. Day number 3 on the boat. And it's the first day where I start proper boat work. And I have to show you something. I never got so fancy in the chateau, but look at this. It's a proper boat toolbox. It contains my all-time favorite tools that I use at the chateau. Because I'm sure I need them here as well. Look, this is my all-time favorite tool. Very useful for hundreds of jobs. Then the super fancy. Look at this one. I do not have such fancy tool at the chateau. I did a lot of cleaning the last days, but now I need to install our life raft. And it's not super easy because I need to find space for it. It needs to be readily accessible in case we are thinking, but also not in a way when we are not thinking, which hopefully is most of the time the case. It needs to go there, but there's not much space, and there's already this outboard engine holder, so I need to take that off. It's hard to take them off without breaking them. There's a lot of loose bits now in my hand. Ooh, there's no way I'm gonna drop this, but you know, I'm gonna secure this. That would be an expensive fail. Can you see that? Dinghy just arrived. Very happy to have it here. We haven't found a name for the boat yet. Well, we are not sure, we're still hesitating like always. But we do have a name for the dinghy. It's gonna be called Oompa Loompa. And that's the girls who wanted to call it like this, from Charlotte and the Chocolate Factory, which I think is a brilliant name for a dinghy. Oompa Loompa. We can live here for now. Now I need to come up with a solution. So many bits and pieces that I could lose right now into the water. I finished the installation of the mounting thingy here. Here it is. I took it off again because I wanted to protect the chrome. And now the most critical part of today, lifting the life raft, the very heavy life raft, into the holder without dropping it into the sea and rendering it useless. It would be so much easier if somebody was here to help me, but there's nobody around here, so wish me luck. I think it's 40 kilograms. It is 40 kilograms. I have this. I bought this. This is to climb up the mast. I could use it for what I'm doing right now. So just trust my knot. Why don't I trust my knot? Just lean back. Good news, it worked. But I think the bad news is it swings a lot. I looked at it from every side and I decided I don't like it here. And now I'm going to install it here. I'd say it's a better place. How bad it is from in here. Well, you can see it. It's a bit in the way. I need to think. Enough for today. I'm tired. I'm back at the mechanic's place. Big success for me. The first time in my life I single-handedly drove a boat from one place to another. I was so nervous that I forgot to switch on the camera. Why am I back at the place of the mechanics? I did realize that there could be a space for it here, lower down, where I wanted it to be in the first place. But there's the old flag post. That's where the flag will go, and it's in the way. But I can replace this easily. So I'm just cutting this one off, Then I will have space for the life raft, and then finally the life raft is out of the way, which is better than here in front of the cabin. Done. He did a fantastic job. Now I'm ready to mount the life raft. But first I need to go back, maybe slightly more challenging, because the berth is a bit different in here. It's late in the evening and finally I'm done with my life raft, which you can't see. Yeah, now you can see it. I think you can all agree, beautiful life raft position. A beautiful next morning and work continues on the boat. Today I'm going to install our dishy. Our dishy is a antenna, a satellite antenna, you know, the Elon Musk thing. It's faster than the internet at home. So thank you, Elon Musk, for yet another cool thing. I said thank you, Elon Musk. It's not like he gave it to me or anything. It's just I don't know him. I know from our Chateau videos how much you love transformations, and this is going to be an incredible transformation. The satellite dish is now here, and in a couple of instances it will be a little bit higher. I'm not sure if that's the final position, and still there's a cable, but in order to get this cable inside, I probably have to drill somewhere into the boat. I also installed this, a flagpole, which I had to cut off from here. Now I installed a new one here. You can see this little chromy part that I found, and the flagpole is here. Every boat has to have a flag. It's like the passport. This boat was a Swedish boat and had a beautiful Swedish flag, but now it's not Swedish anymore because we bought it. Because we live in France and the boat will be in France most of the time, we had to turn it into a French boat. Normally a French flag has equal parts red, white and blue, but marine flags for boats, they have a bigger red part and a smaller blue part. And the reason for that is that when they are in the wind or hanging down a boat, the reason they fly, they found out, makes them look equal when the blue part is smaller than the red part. I found out that the French flag has this little wooden thing here, and if I make a loop, then I can just bring it in here. Look at this now, French boat. And there's one more important thing to do because we have the French flag on and we're in Sweden, so there's tradition. When you travel to another country, you need to put a courtesy flag on, the Swedish flag, a smaller Swedish flag, to pay respect to your host country. Day number 6. Tomorrow, Anna and the girls are coming, but I'm far from being ready. Actually, there's one of the major jobs that still has to be done, and that's taking care of the Teak deck, because Teak deck needs to be cleaned every year and also not sanded, but just cleaned. Can you see here? That's moss that's growing on the Teak. You want to get rid of that. We have the right side done. It's still drying here. And as a comparison, not so nice.
Hi.
Hi, hello.
Nice to meet you again.
Nice to meet you again after almost a year.
Yes.
I met him a year ago at a boat fair because the boat that we bought, it has some old batteries and the electrical systems sooner or later need to be changed. When I met Guido and his company, GS Power, he was super nice and we chatted for a very long time, and he said, wow, where is the boat? And I said, in Sweden. And he lives in Germany. And he said, you know what? It's such a nice project. I come and visit you. He went on a boat, on a friend's boat, and he sailed over a week from Germany to Sweden to here to come and see my boat. Isn't that fantastic?
Yes, it was true. It's actually how you say it.
It's really true.
Yeah.
So we have a boat electrician who came all the way to have a look at the boat.
It's a nice project.
That's super nice. Thank you so much. I'm glad to see you. What we want to do is in the summer to go away and sometimes be able to be a couple of days on anchor. So we can't plug in the boat into a marina and get electricity. So if you work, if you cook, if you need light, the energy needs to come from somewhere, and we want to be autonomous. That's exactly why we need to change the electrical system on the boat, which is a little bit undersized and old-fashioned, and that's what we have to discuss now, and that's what we have to figure out.
You need to have secure energy, because if you are somewhere anchoring and you have no anchor light, then it's going to get dangerous. So we know, we make a proper plan, and I measured everything, and I know what the space is, and I know where we can go through with the cable and can do all of that. And then we make the detailed electrical plan, which is a very proper engineering-like plan.
Yes, and a skilled electrician, or how long would it take you to do this work?
2 weeks.
So it will take for me twice as much, plus I'm not good as you, so 4 times as so.
No, not 4 times.
1.5 months.
Yes, 6 weeks.
Or 6 weeks,
Yeah.
full time
if
for one person.
No, not full time.
No.
I mean, you have some time.
I can eat and sleep.
To eat and sleep and do some videotaping and
Okay, that's
do
good.
some editing and so on.
Yeah.
It will work.
Over the winter I should be able to do it.
Easy,
if I
no
do
problem.
take 1 day a week or something,
Yes.
and then Anna will not kill me for spending too much time on the boat and not enough on the chateau.
There you
Good.
go. Sounds like a plan.
It's day 7. Anna and the kids are coming. I need to clean the deck, I need to clean inside, and I need to mount the outboard engine because it's quite big and it's not nice if it's inside the boat. That's an electrical outboard engine for our dinghy. And again, I met the guys who make that at the boat fair, and they gave me a wonderful price. So the electric outboard is mounted, and I think it looks very nice. It's raining outside, it's cozy in here. And I think that's a perfect moment for a serious conversation. If we are able to renovate and to travel and to document our life, it's on one hand thanks to you guys because you're watching our vlogs, our patrons, but also thanks to our sponsors. And there's one sponsor in particular, and I even, for obvious reasons, considered briefly to name the boat after him, and that's Squarespace. They're not only a faithful ad partner to our adventures, but also our favorite place to go if you need to create a web presence. It used to be difficult to create a good-looking webpage, but thanks to Squarespace you will be able to do it yourself. All their designs are based on templates. You pick one, upload your text and images, and adapt it to your style. There are templates for all kinds of use cases: online businesses, portfolios, reservation sites for physical businesses, and they have powerful tools integrated to invoice your clients directly and safely through their page. So whatever your need is, I would highly suggest head over to squarespace.com for a free trial. And if you're ready to launch, head over to squarespace.com/howtorenovate-a-chateau to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
How are you feeling? You excited? We're a little bit loaded up. And we got Charlie and Max. Thank you for bringing us. We're going here. It's here. Oh. You happy?
Anna, you're a superwoman. You managed to carry 2 children, not the easiest one.
I didn't carry the children. I carried the bags.
You carried the bags.
Well,
a lot of bags.
A lot of bags. Lily, Ella, you were my superstars, weren't you? Yeah. Because Lily was helping me. Lily, show me those muscles.
Can you see a French flag, girls? Yeah.
Allez, sit down, Palumpa.
Woo! We're back on the boat.
It's a weird key.
They can't wait, these girls.
Wow!
Welcome back, Anna.
We've now been on the boat for a couple of days and we've been rushing around to get everything ready to go, and tomorrow we will finally be leaving the marina and going for our very first sail. But there is one thing that we need to do before that, and a very important job, and that is putting the new name on the boat. It's here.
It's here, that's the new name of the boat.
I'm going to let Philip explain the name.
Candide is a hero for a novel that I really like. It has been written by Voltaire, French author. in the 18th century, so it's about the same age as our chateau. And it's a young man, an adventurer, who travels the world, has a lot of misfortunes, but he stays optimistic all the time. What he really does, he is not a cynic. And I love the idea to travel the world optimistically, not cynically, because it's really easy to be cynical and to look at everything in the world and all the negative things. But if you stay positive, if you have a good attitude, then your life is more fulfilled. And if he encounters problems along the way, he knows that he needs to find an answer and a solution within himself. That's a beautiful message. That should be the name of our vessel, to allow us to travel the world optimistically, full of joy, and have great adventures. That's why Candide. And one more thing, the novel ends with Candide coming to the conclusion after having traveled the world that you need to cultivate your garden. So there's also a link to my love of gardening.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what are you doing, Anna?
I'm just cleaning the surface with some acetone.
I think it looks good.
Ta-da!
Ta-da, looks good. It's good enough. We can see the name.
Yeah, are we ready to go?
I hope you enjoyed this vlog, which takes our family on a completely new adventure over the next couple of weeks. Join us next time when we set sail for the first time and discover the amazing sights of the Stockholm archipelago. Thank you so much for watching.